My wife forced me into an open marriage, then got furious when I actually started dating. Lisa and I had been married for 8 years when she brought up the idea. We were sitting on our couch after dinner and she just casually mentioned it like she was talking about weekend plans. I think we should try an open relationship. You know, see other people while staying married. I nearly choked on my beer. What? Where is this coming from? She had this whole speech prepared about how monogamy was outdated, how we needed to explore ourselves, how it would make our marriage stronger. She'd been reading books about it, joined Facebook groups, the whole thing. I've already been talking to someone at my gym. His name's Tyler. I really think this could work for us. My stomach dropped. She'd already found someone before even discussing it with me, but she kept pushing, saying I was being closed-minded, that I should trust her judgment. After 2 weeks of constant arguments, I finally gave in. Fine, but if we're doing this, we're both doing it. Of course, she said, already texting on her phone. That's the whole point. The next Friday, she went out with Tyler, some fancy restaurant downtown that we'd never been to because it was too expensive. She came home at 2 a.m. glowing and talking about how amazing the night was. Meanwhile, I had no idea where to even start. I hadn't dated anyone in almost a decade, but Lisa kept encouraging me, saying it would be good for me to get out there. So I downloaded a dating app. My first match was with Amy, a nurse who worked at the children's hospital. She was funny, easy to talk to, and actually seemed interested in getting to know me. We met for coffee on a Tuesday afternoon. Just coffee. Nothing dramatic, but Amy was genuinely nice, and for the first time in months, I felt like myself again. Lisa barely looked up from her phone when I told her about it. She was too busy planning her second date with Tyler. Amy and I started meeting regularly. Coffee turned into lunch, then dinner. She was dealing with her own divorce, so we understood each other. No pressure, just two people figuring things out. After 3 weeks, Lisa started asking weird questions. Where did you go with Amy? What did you talk about? How late were you out? I'd tell her honestly. The Italian place on 5th Street, her work stories, home by 10 p.m. But Lisa's mood started changing. She'd get quiet when I mentioned Amy's name. She'd make little comments like, you seem happier lately, but in a tone that made it sound like a bad thing. Then one night I came home from dinner with Amy to find Lisa sitting in the dark living room. We need to talk. About what? This isn't working. The open marriage thing. I want to stop. I was confused. But you're still seeing Tyler. You went out with him yesterday. That's different. Tyler and I have a connection. You and Amy, it's just, you're getting too attached. I stared at her. So let me get this straight. You can keep seeing Tyler, but I have to stop seeing Amy? It's not the same thing. You don't understand women like I do. Amy is trying to steal you away from me. That's when it clicked. Lisa thought I'd just sit home while she went out and had fun. She never expected me to actually find someone I connected with. Lisa, you literally forced me into this. You told me for weeks that I needed to be more open-minded. Now I'm supposed to stop because you're jealous? I'm not jealous. I just think Amy has the wrong intentions. But she was jealous. I could see it in her face. The way she'd been tracking my every move, asking about every conversation. You know what the difference is between me and you? I told you about Amy from day one. I invited you to meet her. You've been sneaking around with Tyler for 2 months. Lisa got defensive. Started yelling about how I was ruining our marriage, how I was supposed to prioritize her over some random woman. You mean like how you prioritized me over Tyler? She couldn't answer that. The next morning, Lisa announced she was ending things with Tyler and wanted us to go back to being exclusive. But the damage was already done. I realized Lisa didn't want an open marriage. She wanted permission to cheat while keeping me as her backup plan. I filed for divorce 3 weeks later. Amy and I are still together, and honestly, I've never been happier. Lisa kept texting me for months saying she made a mistake, that we should try counseling, but you can't unring that bell. She showed me exactly who she was when she thought she had all the control.